Friendly Crusader here, and welcome back to the channel. So this year is 100 years of Caterpillar, as you probably already know, and the Newark Tractor Show put on a display there and organised by Tom Ball, and a good job he made of it too. So yeah, sit back, let's have a look round, see what we can see. Catch you on the next. Old school D9H versus the D10T. Mega machines. Mega machines. Brilliant, please record them going. There's some real commitment here, just the cost of moving one of these down the road with movement orders, and the big lorries, you know, unable to do that. Absolute beast of a machine.
One that big one I've got is 4 for each. So it's all the bells and whistles.
So you sort of come full circle here now, look. Your little 10 to the big 10. That's the beginning, pretty much the beginning of Caterpillar production. And what's being done now. Brilliant. Collins, obviously a big earth moving company. And it's only the such and the likes of big companies like that could even think about bringing them to a show like this. I mean, I've driven D8s and scrapers all my life, but these are just bloody huge in comparison. When you go on by on the road and you see these doing earthworks, because they're in the distance, you don't realise how big they are until you come and stand near them. I'm 6'2", and that rare ridge on there is how tall I stand. And that's another 18 inches taller than me, just the tyre. Bloody fantastic. That's its hook on snout for another scraper in front, help to assist loading. You can't take pictures of any of this without there's loads of people around. That's the sort of attraction these machines have got. Yeah, they're just struck up again. Don't finish there. You've got older D9s over this side, Caterpillar D73Ts like the one I had, with the Paterno gantry and blade. Then you've got the ag caps, and this was the forerunner of the rubber track. D6 variant, and of course then you got the Challenger, because even that's Holdac now, and I don't think we've got a modern day row crop here, but you've got D6s, D7s. And this one's a 2U, I believe. Yeah, so they've got the ball change, so it's 2U. Nice hydraulic box. With a D5 on the front. D7 and an RD8. I used to drive the RD8 for ½ inch. And a chap called Roy Milliton, he owns the RD8 now, so it's still well in preservation. I believe this one's a 22A. So this is 100 years of cat. There's a D9H. And I do believe they hit the target for 100 tractors here at the Newark show. The 432. Yeah, these are big boys, these ones are. They've got some shoving power. And its smaller brother, look. Load and shovel. 944A. And obviously that one looks like it's brand new. Not too sure about the colour though, but I think it would look better if it was yellow. But that's just my personal preference. 12G.
1, 2.
3C on bog tracks, look. And a 4H. Now you'll see a 4H like this on my 100 years of cat. One that was all grip blasted and repainted and new chains, reskinned the blade, and did quite a lot of work on it, and driv it quite a lot myself as well. Not that particular one, but another one like it. D6. D4D. It's a nice tractor. Tom's just going around now, having a count up. And there he is, look, he's the man who instigated it all. Now we're getting to the old boys. R2s, 22s. D2s. Wide gauge D4, and that's like mine, albeit this one's on narrower pads than mine. It's got the 7J diesel in. Sun's bright this morning. Narrow gauge, that's a 3J.
1.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking on the board here. It's a 2T. Okay. Yeah. I'm not conversant with all the numbers, but I do like to read some, and you think, oh, okay then. And that's the 5J. Yeah. Now this is what I'm going to do with one of mine, and this is the Leverton cab. And for me, this is a traditional Fenland cab. And believe me, when you're out in the fens with a cold biting wind in the autumn, when you're rolling or drilling, that would be a godsend. Open one side up on the warm side and shut the drafty side up, and when you get to the end of the field, slide one back and shut the other one. And yeah, I like that. Not too sure about the gap here, but there you go, look. H. Leverton Co. Spalding. That'd been a Westload manufactured cab, that would have been. That's nice that that plate's got on there. I have got a remanufactured plate for mine. So yeah, nice little tractor, that one. Got its hydraulic pump on, look, so you better go drilling with that. $22. Petrol and paraffin. And again, petrol and paraffin. This one's an R2. Good size, that mag. Brilliant. Got the tow grader, drawbar mounted.
Exhibitors that the vehicles must.
Yeah, some nice D2s here. Obviously, it's just show tractors. Nothing wrong with that. But tractor for me was made to work, and that's what I like to do with mine. But again, that's my personal preference. Yep, nice tractors. So we've got the 3-cylinder 6. Very low revving. Do sound strange when they're going. Just sounds like they're ticking over all the time and flat out. But probably, I don't know if it's on a board or not, but 750 revs flat out.
Good morning.
Yeah,
welcome to
nothing.
the second day of the Vintage Tractor Show. Could I remind all vehicles must be off site by 8:30. The show will open to the public at 9 o'clock. And the store site will start selling then. Please remember, there will be a Remembrance Day service at 10:45 with a 2-minute silence across the showground at 11 o'clock.
So now we know. Right. Old D2 was a very popular tractor though. I mean, in the fens, back in the day, they were just absolutely everywhere. Right, so we've got a little homemade starter on this one, look. You'll notice my tractors have got their starters all built in under here, proper design ones to fit the job. This is a homemade one, nothing wrong with that. It lets you start a motor with a V-belt pulley on, and you just pull on the handle and it tightens the belt, makes it go. And generally speaking, if a mag's in good order, the donkeys are not usually that hard to start. But as with all engines, as we know, like the standard Ford, some of them can be buggers. But there you go. So I believe this was an pipe boom, or pipe laying tractor, because it's got the rigid bar in there instead of a spring, and it would have been a winch tractor with a side boom on it at some point in its life. And wide gauge, and obviously the tracks extend to beyond the snout of the tractor, look, to give it stability in its day. Yeah, got a good selection of valves and system on that one. All self-contained on its own little tank, look. Yeah, quite like that. D4D. With Leverton linkage. And very capable tractor. Right, so we're getting down on now. Another R2, look. Now that arrangement and the cam drive here is for your like your beginning of your 3-point linkage, and the framework's missing on this, but it would just pick it up as that revolves round and click off, and then when it revolves round again it drops it. Not too many of them about, to be fair. And this one's got the lip and dozer on it. Now these generally quite a handful. Yeah. D4, 7J.
Morning.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Not too bad. Sheeted down just the same as I do mine. Obviously she's had a good coat of oil, look, it's all turning milky. 15. So I would imagine this is an ex-Robert Wilson tractor. And the Holt 10 ton. I believe this one was Arthur's, and then was given to Robert, and then was sold in Robert's sale. Yeah. And then we've got World War One, Holt 75. So commonly named like a gun tractor, which is pretty much what they did back in their day. Yeah, Holt at War, it's got written on there, look. Yeah. Unfortunately, the one that Robert had in the sale has gone back across the water, but there's nothing we can do about that. Now this is the Atlas diesel, I believe, and compressed air start in the Caterpillar 60. Have a look on the plate. That's engine details. All petrol, these tractors, including the 75. All petrol. And believe me, if you put one of these in the field and work it, which the boys do, you want a deep pocket. Now this one's had a gas conversion on it, and runs very nice with this gas conversion on as well. Yeah, so this is Tom Ball, and Tom's a lad who's got together and put this display all on here, and had a fair bit of hassle at the same time. I mean, the cost of bringing these tractors to a show like this is tremendous. It's not too bad like a little 2-ton or whatever that would go on a trailer, but when you get them bigger ones, from like 10-ton upwards, it's a big commitment too, just to bring them to a show where you're not working and earning money with them. And the wavy Caterpillar name. This is when Holt and Caterpillar joined forces. Well, not Caterpillar, was it? It was Holt and Best. That's it, I get it right. Holt and Best formed the Caterpillar name, and that was the first time it appeared like that.
Could I remind all exhibitors that vehicles
15.
should be in position by now? There'll be no vehicle movement permitted after 8:30.
And that's a 10. So there you go. Don't know how far Tom's got with his counting up. Walk across here just see if we can see him. I mean, just looking around these cats is just a video on his own, without doing anything else. I mean, apart from the sunshine, just blocking a picture out. I mean, the bloody cats everywhere. Look. The boys are in and taking the sheets off. Nip across to the D10 while there's nobody around it. So they are the little 10 and the big 10 together. Probably not ever see that again. So we've been sort of pretty much been round them all, so we'll call that do for the cats for the moment. Okay, so we've got the Cat 931 here loading a spreader, and got his muck fork on, look, and because the spreader's a bonnel, and this sparked a memory for me straight away, because Dad's in the next picture, Dad's loading a brand new bonnel and Zeta tractor with International B100, so there's nostalgia there straight away as soon as I see it. Okay then, boys and girls, that's it for this one, and that's it for the Newark show, reminiscing over a few Caterpillars, and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next.